This video is brought to you by TS4U IT Engineering Bootcamp. Are you looking for an IT bootcamp? In your journey with TS4U, you will get workshops and tasks every week, hands-on practice, technical tests and tasks, show and tell, mock interview. And we get paid fully only when you get a job. You can get affordable student loan. Become eligible for free tuition. We offer industry-demanding IT boot camps. Join now and start your IT engineering journey today with TS4U.
The mature report.
Tell me about a time when you got it all wrong.
Well, I can't say it got everything wrong, but some of the things we do, it doesn't work as expected. We want the things should go right. You know, this for the testing, the working in a project, sometimes we get the very tight deadline. For instance, one of actually 2 or 3 sprint, I had these issues. We had a very tight deadline to complete all the testing, and I was prepared very well during my actually sprint planning. I understood each of the requirements very well, and right after this sprint started, I prepared my the test plan. I prepared my test data, and I reviewed my test cases and the test plan and the test data with my seniors, and then everything works well, and we are ready for the deployment and then start the testing. But I think the development team got some issues with their integration with the third-party vendor, and then it took extra 2 or 3 days to get the development complete. Then it took the deployment, and so we lost 3 days in the sprint. But it was very tight, the sprint, that we need to get the work done. And of course, everybody recognize it is nobody's fault. At 3 days, we already has gone. When the deployment is done, I started testing. I needed some help, but I did not get enough help. And then I tested very well. I actually found multiple bugs, and I actually treated the bug. Actually, ensured this is the bug. I worked with the developer, verified, make sure it is bug, and create the bug, and prioritize each of the bug, and meet with the developer and fix and the answered all the questions. And then the bug was addressed by the product owner and the developer. When the bug was fixed, at the meantime, it was too late for the sprint, and our customer, we did not meet the deadline. So I will not say it is all went wrong. It is part of the job we do. Sometimes we make the estimation. It does not just go as expected, and that's the one of the time I had.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Well, I want to clarify this. If I work in this company, for the first 3 months, I would like to contribute. I would like to make sure that I understand the application very well. I will build the relationship with my team, with the team I will be working, and definitely the business team as well, if I have been given the scope. I want to be the best and the go-to person for this application, or the application I'll be working on. And from the quality point of view, I would like to make sure that we start identifying the automation flow, and I will increase the automation if exist. And if the automation is not exist currently, I will be actually developing the framework, and I will be automating as many the functionality as possible. And then I will actually start the mentoring the other quality assurance people, so that they can take over, and then I can share the framework with other quality assurance, the engineers, so that they can build the automation. In some point, I would like to be an automation test lead, so that I can lead many projects, and the many test automation can be covered for many applications. That's my plan.
Okay. What is your timeline for moving on?
Well, I am here 2 more weeks. So I believe the 2 weeks should be good. And as I'm interviewing with you guys and actively I'm in the job market, as the interview takes at least a couple of weeks, I should be fine with the timeline. So 2 weeks is fine. I should be good to go.
Upon hire, can you provide proof of your legal right to work in the US without the current or future need for sponsorship?
Yes, I'm US citizen.
Tell me about a time when you had a disagreement at work and how you handled it.
Hey, that's a great question. I'm not leader yet, so I did not have any much disagreement with my leader. Basically, my leader has the responsibility and to assign the work to me and to our team. And so leader knows very well, and they have their manager. So basically, I do not have the disagreement, but I actually sometimes I provide my input how things can go based on my experience. So for an example, if something come to the test automation or the test best practices, I actually provide my input. I will not say my disagreement with my leader or my manager.
Tell me about a time when you had to use your interpersonal skills to build a network of contacts to reach goals.
That is amazing question. So, so such an example, like we work, our team is very diverse. We have the team in offshore, team is in actually different parts of the United States. And we work with them because the application has to go live and we own the application. So for me, I always believe in the build the relationship, such as like get to know people, which area they're responding, they're responsible, and I actually introduce myself with all the new people I work with, and I tell them who I am, what area I'm expert on, and I also introduce them that I will be reaching out to them one-on-one or the email. I ask them what is their preference if I reach out to them. Some of the team members reach out. Some of the team members they say reach out to me one-on-one, no problem. Some of the team members say you can send me an email. Some of the team members they say you can set up like the calendar meeting. So basically, when I speak with someone, all the team member I'm working with, I actually know which method I need to follow to communicate with them instead of like the generic communication. So I have a very good reputation in my team. People knows how I need to communicate with every different team member different way.
What are your current Why did you leave your last role?
Well, it was a contract role, and the contract was actually ended, and they actually wanted me to stay, but they wanted me to stay over the wait couple months to start the new project, and I thought, no, I'm actually exploring the new project, and that's the reason I left the last role.
Are you interested in continuing to develop your professional skills and knowledge?
Well, definitely. Actually, we do every day, and not only me, my team does, and I do it. I have been learning to be a better the team member working with the offshore team, because one of the challenge working the offshore team, I'm gaining my skills on the different the areas, such as like the modern application is developed based on the microservices, the message broker. So I'm learning some of the tools, and I'm actually getting some type of leadership training, so I can actually gain my leadership skills. In some point, I want to become a test lead. So yes, definitely, I'm open. I'm learning.
What do you want my hiring manager to know about you specifically?
Well, that's a great question. I'm actually a great team player. I make my commitment, and I make my commitment when I am given any task or any project. I take time to understand. I build a good relationship with the other team player, and then I actually take the ownership. I do collaborate very well, and I actually get the work done. So these are the great things that about me that a hiring manager can learn, and then can rely on me.
What would your current employer need to offer in order to keep you?
Well, this is the contract role. The project is ended. And so at this moment, they are not anything they need to worry about to offer me because the contract is ended.
What type of projects do you enjoy working on?
Actually, being in a software quality assurance area, each of the project I enjoyed very well. From each project, I have learned different areas of the business, different application. I am very good at the e-commerce application, e-commerce domain. And then, recently I'm actually good at the service-based application. Like the many companies provide the services, other companies they accept the services. But if you ask me, I enjoy the business to business application. That's where I can actually learn more about the business to business integration very well.
Are you actively working with any other recruiters or opportunities?
Well, since I'm in the job market, I have been reached by many recruiters. I've been talking back and forth, and it is in the initial stage of the conversation, and some of the interview is getting set up. But if you ask me if I have made any commitment, I did not, but I'm actively looking for a job.
What is your biggest accomplishment?
There is many big accomplishment. I have been working for a while. I have actually gained many project experience and working experience with the different team, different cultural people, offshore, onshore, and the working with the monolithic application, microservice application. And I am good at actually from the technical point of view, I'm good at the mobile app testing, the web testing, API testing, and of course, I am actually, as I'm automation engineer, I have done quite a bit of automation and mostly like the Selenium WebDriver using Java.
What are your minimum salary requirements?
That is a great question. I would like to actually negotiate. I would like to know what you guys are offering for this role. I would like not to disclose what I make, but I will be happy to discuss when it is the right time. At this moment, I want to focus on the interview process. I do like your job description and the position, this position job description goes with my skills. So I want to continue with the interview process, but we can discuss in the email about the salary, and then we can have a conversation. I can think about it, what I'm looking for. And beside the salary, there is other areas. And so I can definitely consider if it goes to the right direction.
Have you worked for our company in the past?
I have not. Actually, this is my first time. Now I looked through the company's details. I actually explored your company career website. I learned some of the things about the company culture, diversity, the open culture, and then what type of the benefits you provide to the employee. So those actually impressed me very well. That's the reason I'm excited to continue the interview process, and possibly I would like to join the team, but I have not worked in the company before.
What is your ideal next role moving on?
I think there is no ideal role model in the software development. But after research your company and the product, the way the company is set it up, I would like to know what the application I'll be actually working on. But my ideal role will be the contributing, learn the application as soon as possible, and then contributing from my level best. And I want to learn openly. And as my role will be software quality position, I would like to ensure the quality in place, the testing is covered, and then if I do not understand something, I want to see the open mind. I can ask the questions, and then my final target will be test automation, so that I can support the application very well, and I can support the business.
Do you have any question for me?
Yes, I have multiple questions. Number one, thank you for giving me the opportunities for this. So what is the interview process? Means how long it will take to complete the hiring, how many round of interviews, and then what is the next step.
What are your salary expectations? What did you like the most about a job on your resume? What did you like the least about this job?
I do like the job when people recognize me of my work, and I'm open. I actually started one of the culture in my current project. In every sprint, initially we had like only 15 minutes show and tell, but I've introduced a process that we want to do the 1 hour show and tell. So it will actually the grow the skills and the knowledge transfer for the entire development team. Such an example, when I do the test automation, like maybe other team member doesn't know it. When the developer does the coding, we have no chance to know everything else, all the logic. But our internal technical show and tell, it helps to know the cross-functionally what other team member does, how their tools or technology works, and what they consider when do like their work. So I will not say it's a show and tell. It is like kind of the technical knowledge transfer session that actually I introduced in the beginning. It was 20 minutes, and then we saw the growth is happening great. The team member more open, and we do it now. What is called the bi-weekly, and it helps the grow the team building activities. And list, I will not say the list. I say that if team is silo, I will not say the list is kind of the culture. And then I actually encourage the other team member to be open and to the knowledge transfer. This kind of things I like to do in general.
Why are you interested in moving on?
I think, as I mentioned, that my project is getting ended, and then so that's the reason I'm looking for the new opportunities. And as I said, the job description looks very interesting, and it goes with my resume and what I'm doing day-to-day basis. And for that reason, I'm interested for this role.
What is your biggest strength?
I'm very open-minded. That's one of the biggest strengths. It means being open-minded is very difficult. Open mind helps me to actually go above and beyond, to open to learn something new, open to the feedback, and open to learn something new areas. So that's one of the biggest strength. Example, when I joined this project, I did not have the fully knowledge about the business areas at all, but I was open. So I actually find out the right people who I need to set up a meeting, ask the question, identify what documents I need to follow, and I have actually found out some of the videos that I need to watch very closely so that I can learn the business, the flow, process, and the procedure. And when I joined in the beginning, I did not get all the information, but as I actually started talking to different people, I found all the information. So it only was possible because I was open-minded. I did not give up when I heard in the beginning there is not enough documentation. And that is true, not the project-wise, but a specific team actually prepared some of the documentation. Those documentation was really, really important. And it was helped me a lot.
Can you tell me about what the key trends are in this industry?
Yes, it's like the chat GPT. We can get all the answer. We do not need to go to the Google. The questions answered is very close. At least I can get some idea. And then actually I'm using actively nowadays. When I hear some buzzword, I get some knowledge. It actually helps with the business knowledge, technology knowledge, behavioral knowledge. Actually, I can get anything and everything. It really helps a lot.
What other positions are you currently interviewing for?
Well, it's mix and match. Some of the position is the purely test automation. Some of the position is the 50% manual, 50% automation. Some of the position is the 3-month the manual testing, and then it will start the automation. So that's what I'm doing now.
What are your current responsibilities?
So basically, being a quality assurance engineer, I am actually responsible for the project I am working and the end-to-end testing, mostly the I do the test during the sprint at the 70% of the responsibility, and the 30% I do the production support. Any the production issues happen, and the plan will be changed after a couple months because our application is in a good position. We're going to start the GUI automation, and I have done some API automation, but this API automation and the GUI automation is the plan to work together. But nowadays my responsibility is mostly the manual testing and the identifying the test automation and the test case review, the test execution, test data preparation.
Can you tell me about yourself?
So are you asking about my personal life? So my personal life, okay, I'm married. I have 6 kids. I'm a family-oriented man. I actually, if during the weekend, I learn something new or spend time with family, and I hang out here and there. That's pretty much about me.